Hey. Still Delaney's Creek, back out here again. Got a question for you, right? All the people that kind of hate on Elon Musk, you know, I'll put some photos here. There's just the usual kind of, I don't know, like some Elon Musk kind of flew under the radar for a while, right? Until he became a Trump fan and went through Doge and all those things, and all of a sudden he almost became the arch nemesis or the villain for the left for Trump. You know what I mean? But I'm going to say this, right? I think Elon Musk is entitled to earn as much money as he wants, right? Because I have Starlink at home with internet and it's amazing. The only time it goes out is when we lose power. Unlike when the 4 or 5G towers and when they lose power, whatever. But it's pretty much self-sufficient, right? And because I can hook up my Starlink to battery or generator, I pretty much have internet all the time. And in a year and a half of having it, I've only lost Starlink twice for about 20 minutes for that world outage, which was a virus, but we won't go into that. But back to my point at hand, right? There's two types of people that hate Elon Musk, in my opinion. The very hard political left who love to find a figurehead to hate. So naturally we must throw all this shit at Elon. And then you got the working class kind of protesting working class, university kind of educated or kind of university kind of indoctrinated student kind of vibe, right? Now to them, Elon Musk has too much money, he must not have it, right? But I say to you this, right? If you're going to be creating stuff to last the length of time with civilization, from giving people internet to PayPal, all these things he's created, right? He hasn't created the nuclear bomb. He hasn't created anything that's going to kill someone. But naturally, he must not have this money. He has too much power. The other thing I find is this $1 trillion that he has, it's not like he's got, the old Cuba Simpsons, the $1 trillion note. He hasn't liquid $1 trillion. It's what he's worth, right? So it's kind of like anybody, right? You ask your mate down the road who lives in a $4 million house, ask him to borrow, if you can borrow 10 grand. See how easy he gets that 10 grand. Now, A, he might get it easy, or B, you'll find out he's not really that rich. He's just asset rich, right? So my point to this is, why is it, actually, I'll leave you with this. Why is it the biggest complainers offer nothing to society? And what I mean by that is Elon Musk, to his credit, look, sometimes he says some crazy shit. It doesn't really bother me because he is what he is. He's on the spectrum, I think. So, but fuck, I'm not on the spectrum and I'm 1% as smart compared to him. What I don't get is why the biggest whingers in the world are the ones that offer nothing for the forward movement in society. Everything that so far that Elon Musk has created, in my opinion, benefits us in one way, from Starlink to rockets. I mean, you watch that rocket land down and the chopsticks catch it. The first time I saw that, I thought somebody was playing a joke on me playing that in reverse, like as in the rocket was going up. And unlike watching Trump watch it the first time, it just defies belief watching that. Now, you watch him create that and you watch him do that with everybody he's employed underneath him. And then you look at some of these hard left crazy lunatics protesting about the money. And I'll show you who's more productive in society, right? Now, I might just be a car cleaner. I don't know shit. But what I do know is I've watched enough videos now to see, in my opinion, who offers more to society. And it's not the left ones. Like, I was about to say the latter. I got a bit confused then. But yeah, comment below. Am I on the right track here? Now, I know Elon's not the greatest guy in the world in terms of he flips and flops on Trumps and he says a few things about the Epstein list. But there's arguments about the people against Elon Musk, like the hard left. They kind of just basically use him as a figurehead of, you can't have that's kind of money. But I would put it to you. I'll put it to you this way: if you're watching, if you're one of those hard left people, if $1 million fell in your lap right now, would you take it or would you give it away? I'd love to know what you think, right? You're going to give it away? No, I reckon you treat yourself to a couple of steak dinners if you're not vegan. I reckon you buy yourself a little electric vehicle. If there's any left over, I think you might buy a nice house or a nice unit. Any left over that, you might give a couple bucks to a charity, you might feel good about yourself. But I guarantee you, if you had that kind of money you came into it, you would use it. The difference of Elon Musk, right, is he obviously has a much kind of money coming in, but he's putting it into things. He's putting it into his infrastructure. He, for fuck's sake, wants to build on the moon. He wants to build on the moon, wants to go to Mars. And the fucking narrative, spare me the narrative about Elon Musk only, wants to build on the moon and control the moon and run nuclear warheads on the moon or whatever the fuck that is. I mean, honestly. By now, if Elon Musk was going to take over the world like Dr. Evil and Austin Powers, he would have done it by now. Anyway, that's my rant for today. Have a lovely... I can't even know what day it is, but anyway, I'm going to get back to work. Look at that. Can you believe I'm only 20 minutes from Caloundra and not one car has come past on a sort of a major through road between Maloney and Woodford? Crazy. Catch ya.